Hey, I'm here and I'm filling up my car with $40 in gas. And you know, $40, 40 Federal Reserve note dollars doesn't go where it used to go. It used to go a whole lot further when, you know, gas was $2 a gallon. And you used to be able to drive a lot further. And I know that we're at that point now. If I'm making choices based on what's it going to cost me in gas, that other people are going to start making these choices, and it very, very shortly, I'm sure it already is starting to affect shipping. So, you know, stuff that gets sent to the store, stuff that goes to, you know, the freight, these things, it all costs money, and that stuff costs more, and then that is passed on to the consumers in increased prices, and that's called inflation. And it's not that the gas and the dollar is going up so much as the dollar is actually losing value. And unfortunately for us, every other country is debasing their currency at the same time, with the exception of maybe China and a couple of the other Asian countries. Most countries are debasing their currency, and so we're all kind of the same boat. It's not as if, well, the dollar is the reserve currency of the world, but it's not like anyone can ditch it for something else. All the currencies are being debased by these countries. Not to the extent that, say, Zimbabwe is being debased. So you look at Zimbabwe, you've got $100 trillion bills there that won't buy a can of soda. You can't buy anything with it. It's worthless. There's some videos, these great videos about this newspaper there called the Zimbabwean, and these people put these billboards up all over South Africa, and they actually on the billboards just stapled you know, dollar bills from Zimbabwe. The money was so worthless, and they were trying to illustrate that and what Mugabe and his regime was doing. But it's no different here. What's happened in America, they're doing the same thing. We want something. We don't want to be responsible about it. Let's just print money. If you go to usdebtclock.org, you can see that. There's Shadow Stats. I think it's .com or .org. I think it's .com. You can see what real inflation is, and not this bogus 1.8% nonsense that we're being told it is. I can tell you that the soda that I like to, the apple juice that I like to get for you know, my kids is a whole lot more expensive now. It's 50 cents more expensive than it was 2 months ago. So inflation is real. It isn't 1.8%. And you need to think about how that impacts your life and how it's going to impact it for the significant future.